FirstEnergy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's a give to Davis. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll try the right side here with Davis. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Forced out to his left. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. Yard line. Brings up 2nd down. Tua going to throw. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Eluding the pressure right. They'll drop this off for Davis. Now Davis fumbles it. And this is picked up by the Browns. And now the rookie's free. 30. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for the Browns TD. Backbreaker, that'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Going deep downfield for Ross. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Right there, 54.
On first down, Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. extra point up and through. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On play action, they'll throw. Steps away. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua on the right side, open is Gesicki. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Davis will try to run for it. And Davis, he's not going to get there. Unable to make it to the yellow line. They stop him short. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead him to 4th down. They'll go for it with Edmonds. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Tua. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there for the Dolphins.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a handoff to Davis. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 5 now. Tua. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Looking to pass. Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Cleveland offense ready to go. 5-3 their record at the halfway point, and you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them, and number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson rolling to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. Shreds the tackle. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. 43 yards on the ground for him so far. Second down and 3. Tua sets up to pass it. Getting this ball out wide for Davis. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ross. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one. Move and scan the field. And here he finds for a nice pickup.
So the ball down to first and 10. And they get to him quickly here. 3 yards on the pick. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 20-yard line.
Handoff, running left is Davis. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On the handoff, it's Gaskin. He will push his way down to about the 14. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ross. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. shotgun. They'll run with Davis. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 2nd and 10, Watson dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
To throw is Watson. Flush to his right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Chubb on the counter, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Tua. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And he missed it. It's no good. But a flag is down here, so hold on. Let's see what this is about. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
The kick by Sanders is good. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll set up a throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Watson. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. Touchdown, Browns. Anthony Schwartz, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And he's got it. So they tried for two, successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's brought down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. It's caught by Davis. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Tua going to throw. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. Touchdown! Mike Gesicki with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead is down to 2.
Makes the score Browns 29, Dolphins 27.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Watson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
3rd quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Watson off play action. Sliding out of the pocket.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Schwartz. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. Faking the give. Now Watson. He's going to air one out. Complete on the deep ball.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Flushed out right. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To the air yet again, Watson. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again is Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And this one complete to Doolin. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Well, that was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ballgame. And the Browns get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A first down carry for Davis. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. And going deep for Hill. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches, and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Christian Wilkins. Excellent job on that play. A big, big loss. 18 yards. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. Your NFL on EA Sports. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
Come on, QB, come on. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the... That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 37-yard line. Watson's throw pulled in by Schwartz. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Dolphins' 26-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Flush to his right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. After the turnover, it's Tua. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage, and it was nearly intercepted. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Option here, but to throw it away.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now Tua. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Now how about that? Rattled by a big play in the previous snap, they bounce back, and that's exactly what they needed defensively, getting a big play of their own.
He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 17-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll run on first down. Davis. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Tua. Flushed out right. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. He's at the 50. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they looked like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
Drops it off for Chubb, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. 2nd and 9. And Watson's going to throw it here. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw